select a few pieces to talk about, but before we do that, Ken did a terrific job of displaying the work here, and that's part of the rewards to see the paintings wonderfully displayed. It kind of gives them new life to see them wonderfully spaced and displayed. So if you'll follow us over here, the exhibit is kind of a combination of figure paintings and allegorical works and landscapes. And here we have the drawing. So it's nice to have the drawing so you can see the drawing and really to the painting here of this sculptor, John Bellardo. He's a faculty at the New York Academy and a wonderful figurative sculpture. And over here is a drawing, a charcoal drawing, done from a marble statue that's in the Louvre Museum in Paris. And so any ideas you want to share about how you select or how you combine them?
Right. So for those that are unaware of this, and I was actually unaware of this, Brian has a very diverse selection of artwork that he does. And so I personally knew him with his landscapes that I saw around the area, his exhibitions and things like that. And then when we started working on the show, it turns out he has all this figurative work, all these kind of mythological type pieces as well. And so basically when he dropped the work off, I started kind of thinking of, let's put everything into equal sections. And so I tried to balance the gallery space out with an equal amount of, say, landscape, high color type work, but then also bringing it into this more academic setting, where his figurative work, he does a more figurative academic approach, where he does the studies of the figure, and then then he arranges the figures and then brings them into location. So it's nice to see these drawings and the studies, and then when he brings them into the location and the scenes, and sets everything up in that detail. So over here we have mostly all the figurative stuff in that order with a couple drawings, and then we go into the landscapes, and then we end again with the figurative stuff into our little cubicle here. We have a little recession in the gallery. And so that was really the thinking behind the arrangement.
Okay, so if you'd follow me over here, we'll kind of do a walk around here. You come into this painting. It's what is it, the luthier work. It's a friend of mine who used to be a guitar repairman, and I mentioned this one because it was one that required more drawing perhaps than the other ones. There was a lot of detail in it, and what I was thinking about in this painting is it's sort of an homage to Vermeer. The pose and the light is very similar to two of his paintings. I think one is called The Geographer, and they're posed working in an interior with lighting coming in sort of like this one. So that's the background of that one. And this painting is based on a woman that I met in Dublin near the Martello Tower. And these are a couple of the allegorical ones here too, kind of whimsical and surrealistic in a way. But I have friends of mine pose and model for them. And then this one is if you come over here to this one, you get a little closer. It's a reenactment of the famous painting by Jacques-Louis David of the death of Socrates. And one of the students was asking me about the background. The background is intended to look sort of like Tuscany with the cypress trees there. And I was thinking of a novel that I have in mind, so it's an illustration for that novel. And here are some more traditional landscapes, one from Italy. These are some from Pennsylvania here. These two are both near the same area, near Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania. And this large one is near Towanda, between Wyalusing, closer to Wyalusing. It's Omitz Ferry is the little town there in the background, the cluster of farms, and it's done in the early morning hours, the morning light. And this one here, if you want to come in close to this one, this is the most recent one. It's a plein air, started plein air and then finished in the studio. It's of the Susquehanna River at Wysocks, Pennsylvania, which is just downriver from Towanda. And over here is a selection of cityscapes and townscapes of Pennsylvania and Manayunk up here. This one was done on location near French Asylum. It's a church there. I think it's a Presbyterian church near French Asylum. And we'll finish over here. You can see nicely displayed two groups of paintings, and they both have the painting and the drawing here too, so you can see the preliminary drawing in charcoal with white chalk. And once again, this is a reenactment of a famous painting by Velázquez, the Baroque Spanish painter, called the Forge of Vulcan. And I got friends of mine to pose in the same position as Velázquez's same famous painting. And then over here to finish the tour is a figurative painting based on the Tyrrhenian Sea at Cinque Terre. It's an area on the Adriatic side, or the Tyrrhenian side of Italy, and it's called related to the myth of the sirens in Ulysses. So it has that allegorical or Greco-Roman myth, and over here is the charcoal drawing. So this is my show. It's been a great honor to be here with Ken, and you can see this on my YouTube channel, which you'll see, but you can see the paintings on my website too, briankeeler.com. Okay, thank you so much. Cheers.